Hey friends! So I went to Portugal. I had the most amazing time. I made a video about it, and the response from all of you absolutely blew me away. The food, the wine, the views, the charm, the pastel de nata. I still think about all of it all the time, which is why I'm going back. And this time, you're invited to come with me. And Chris, because he didn't get to come last time. It was a girls' trip. So if you're free from April 26th to May 4th, 2026, we would love to have you join us on our Sights, Sips, and Surprises trip to Portugal. And that name pretty much sums it up. We'll spend a little over a week exploring Porto, the sunny Algarve, and Lisbon, plus a couple of amazing stops I didn't get to visit last time. So we'll start in Porto, which might have been my favorite city from the last trip, so I'm really excited that we're starting here. This is Portugal's colorful northern city, and it's known for its wine, its colorful tiles, riverside views, and the food scene. We'll spend 2 nights here getting to know the city and the pastel de nata, and you'll have the option to join a scenic Douro River cruise and wine tasting, which I cannot recommend enough. From there, we head south with a stop in Coimbra, one of Portugal's most historic towns, before spending a night in Évora, which is a whitewashed city filled with Roman ruins, court groves, and the Chapel of Bones. I'm especially excited for this part of the trip because I actually missed the Alentejo region last time, and I've heard so many good things about visiting this part of Portugal. Next, the Algarve. The southern coast of Portugal is just breathtaking. It's so beautiful here. It feels like a fake postcard or something. We'll spend 2 nights exploring the golden beaches, dramatic cliffs, and the coastal towns of Lagos and Sagres. And then it's on to Lisbon, where we'll spend 2 nights exploring the city's Moorish past, the iconic trams, and those epic hillside viewpoints. This is where we'll get to experience a photo show, we'll do a cooking class, and then we'll end the trip with a farewell dinner. So definitely bring your appetite and maybe some stretchy pants. Did I mention food and wine and pastel de nata? I know I talked a lot about it in my original Portugal video because it is so good, and I cannot wait to get back there and just indulge once again because, it is so amazing. Okay, enough food talk, Aly. Back to business. If you want to extend your trip, we have an optional 2-night Lisbon extension. If you have the time, I would recommend it because it gives you a little more time to really explore more of Lisbon or do a fantastic day trip like going to Sintra or Óbidos, places that look like something straight out of a fairy tale storybook. If you watched my original Portugal video, you already know how much I adored it. And because I've gotten so much great feedback from it, and so many of you have reached out over the last few months that you want to go or you're trying to plan a trip yourselves. So I wanted to be able to put together a similar trip that you could join without having to do any of the planning. So for this trip, I'm partnering with a company called Go Ahead Tours, and you've probably heard about them because they've been around for over 50 years, I think. And because of that, they've been able to build up this network of local guides that really know their stuff. So everything is going to be expertly planned for us. And I worked with them to adjust the itinerary to be similar to my original route. So it'll be based on that with like the same flow and vibes. It's just going to be a little more refined and upgraded and designed to be effortless for all of us. So you don't have to worry about figuring out train routes or where to stay or which hotel to stay at once you figured out the neighborhood and which experiences are worth it and which ones are kind of overrated. It is all planned out for us. If you've been itching to get yourself to Portugal but don't know where to start, this trip is the perfect itinerary. If you're a solo traveler or you just don't have anyone to go with right now and you really want to visit Portugal, you can join us knowing that we're all going to have like a similar travel style and similar vibe. And with group travel, it's nice to have that sense of safety and security traveling as a group. If you're going on maybe your first big trip, or you're traveling alone, or it's been a while since you've been anywhere international, it's nice to be in a group. But this trip is totally open to anyone who wants to come experience Portugal with us. Couples, friends, solo travelers, whoever. If you enjoy my videos, and if you especially enjoyed my Portugal video, it's going to be a very similar vibe and travel style to that. And our group size is going to be a maximum of 25 people, and that includes Chris and I. So there's actually only 23 spots available to be booked. And as far as age ranges of like who might be on this trip, you might actually be surprised to know that most of my viewers on YouTube are actually in the 45 to late 60s age range. So think of this as like a chill, young at heart group. We love good food, great views, a little wine, and a reasonable bedtime. But it's not going to be slow and boring, but it's also not going to be jam-packed. If you want it to be, it absolutely can be. But if you want some chill time and some time away from the group, maybe you've researched and you want to do some things on your own, there's lots of that built in. And Chris and I will be there taking tons of photos of you guys, so you will go home with plenty of pictures to remember the trip. You don't have to worry about taking bad selfies or not taking enough photos. Trust me, there will be a lot of photos. And we're also going to be vlogging it as well. So you'll get to see some behind the scenes stuff about how that all works. You can be in the vlog if you want. And I think we'll probably put together like a special group trip vlog too. And also, if any of you out there are wanting to start a channel or you just started travel vlogging yourself, we're happy to share some pointers. And Portugal is basically like fishing with dynamite. You cannot take a bad shot in that country. So this is a really good place to start. Okay, I'm really excited for this guided tour because with go-ahead tours, we'll have priority access at all the major sites, so no time standing in line, more time to just like soak it all in. And we'll have local guides in each region. These are people that live there, know the history, the food, the neighborhoods, and all the hidden gems better than anyone else. We'll get the stories behind the azulejos tiles, and we'll get recommendations for local cafes instead of wondering which one looks the least touristy, where they think the best pastel de nata is served, things like that. And we'll get to do things you probably wouldn't plan yourself, like touring a cork farm in Alentejo, or learning to cook Portuguese dishes with a glass of wine in hand. All kinds of fun stuff. There's also going to be a dedicated tour director with us the entire time, and this is someone who handles all the logistics and helps make the trip go smoothly and makes it immersive for us and just totally stress-free. And I cannot tell you how excited I am to basically be only responsible for being on time. That way we can hang out and visit and experience how amazing Portugal is together. And unlike other tours that are like go, 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 this one has a balanced itinerary. So we've got like our immersive tours and activities, we've got some group meals, but then there's also plenty of free time so you can explore Lisbon's side streets, you can sip vino verde by the beach, you can watch the sunset from a scenic Miradouro, or just get lost with your camera in a neighborhood full of textures and color, or just go eat as many pastel de nata as you want. So there's tons of flexible time built in if you want to go off and do your own thing. And the beauty of having a tour director is when you do have some free time and you want ideas about what to do, they've got you covered. Now, if you're interested in coming with us, which I hope you are, here is all the booking information. So this is the website. Please go visit it. It's got all the details for you there. The trip runs from April 26th to May 4th, 2026, with the option to add 2 extra days in Lisbon. The price is $34.29 per person, and that's based on double occupancy. And for the first 2 weeks, starting right now, the trip is $150 off. So as long as you book by July 27th, 2025, the price for this trip is $32.79. And that's the lowest price it will ever be. So there's no limit to the early bird price, As long as you book within the 2 weeks, you will get the price for $32.79. And we only have 23 spots, so if all 23 of you sign up in the first 2 weeks, everybody gets the early bird pricing. And if you're a single traveler, no problem. There are single rooms available. They're available for an additional $520, but that gets you your own private room. You're not bunking with anyone. But there are a limited number of single rooms available. For travel buddies who want to room together but pay separately, you can absolutely do that. But the best way to do that would be via a phone call because the online portal requires payment to be done in one transaction. So you can totally pay in 2 separate transactions. It just has to be done on the phone. So here's the number to call, and just make sure to reference the Aly Smalls Portugal trip. So included in your price is the full tour, which includes our hotels, breakfast each day, a few dinners with drinks, all of our transportation, which is in a private deluxe motor coach, and a bunch of activities like sightseeing tours, food tastings, and a cooking class, as well as our expert guides. And all of our hotels are included. They're handpicked to include the perfect balance of comfort, location, and local charm. Now, flights are not included in this price, but no problem. If you want a super easy, fully planned experience, Go Ahead Tours can arrange flights for you from your home airport. So I would recommend adding your flights onto the package because if anything goes wrong, like your flight gets delayed or canceled, Go Ahead has people available 24/7 to get you booked on the earliest flight so that you can make your tour on time. And they only book you on established international airlines. They will not book you on a no-frills budget airline. And there are flexible payment plans as well. So you can wrap your flights into the tour and you can pay for the whole trip, including your flights. You can pay for that over time with the monthly payment plans. And there is no interest on the payment plans as well. So basically, there's 3 easy ways you can book this trip or get more information. The first thing you can do is browse the website here and book directly online. You can either add flights or just click the I will book my own flights button. And the website has tons of other information as well. So you can book online today. You can set up your payment plan today. You can do that totally online. The second option is that you can call the Go Ahead offices and they can book it for you over the phone. Just make sure to reference the Aly Smalls Portugal Tour. The offices are open to book a trip from Monday to Saturday. I will put the hours and the times on the screen, just so you know. I don't think they're open on Sundays. Or you can request a call. This is actually the most popular option, so I recommend you do this. This will allow you to pick a time that works for you. You can schedule a call with someone from Go Ahead and they will call you back and they will answer any question you have. They can book the trip for you. They can send you more information, anything that you need to know. So all the details, including pricing, what's included, the payment plans, and the full day-by-day itinerary and the hotel listings, it's all listed on this website linked below. It's in the description and in the comments, or you can also scan the QR code. And of course, if you want to do this trip with just a carry-on, I will be showing my full packing setup and I can help answer any questions you have about how to pack a carry-on for this trip. Of course, that's only if you want to do carry-on though. No one's forcing you. So if you couldn't already tell, I am so excited to go back to Portugal and even more excited to share it with you this time. If you've been dreaming of a trip to Portugal but just don't know where to start planning, it's all planned out. It's a great itinerary, and based on what I know about you guys, this community, and everyone who watches the videos and comments and sends me messages, this is going to be one awesome group. But we have limited spots, and if you're at all interested, which I hope you are, remember that early bird pricing is only open for the first 2 weeks. It ends July 27th. If you have any questions at all, please ask away in the comments. I'll respond to all of them. I can't wait to meet you and hang out with you over a super bock and a pastel de nata. See you guys in Portugal!